Namaste to all the viewers. I welcome you all to this national webinar series on Yoga Ramayana Vishwakosha history, a 108 days program. In today's session, we have Professor K. Subramaniamji. He will be speaking on Dasharatha's personality, his dutifulness nature, and his usefulness to the citizens of his country.
वंदे शंभुमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं शशिधरं वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं वंदे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वंदे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वंदे शिवं शङ्करं श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुं अरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचर विनाशकरं नमामि निशाचर विनाशकरं रामं. Esteemed friends, Dasharatha Maharaj, king of Ayodhya, is righteous. He is truthful. He is loving. He has dedicated his life for the welfare of his citizens. Any person who is in charge of governance should not live for himself, should live for the people. In any organization, in any institution, the head should not live for any selfishness. He or she should not be closeted in an ivory tower, should be always available to the employees, should be always available to the citizens, should be always available to the people, and that is a great quality. Dasharatha was such a loving king that his people were very fond of him. He was not only verbally loving, emotionally loving, all his love was translated into action. He was dutiful to the last breath. Even while dying, he wanted to be useful. In our scriptures, there was a king called Nimi Chakravarti. This Nimi lived all his life for the welfare of mankind. When he was about to die, Devas appeared before him. My dear Nimi, all your life you were dutiful. All your life you were useful. All your life you were loving. You are going to die now. We are pleased with you. We want to give you a boon. What is the boon you want? Anybody in the place of Nimi Chakravarti might have asked, Sir, please grant me heavenly abode. Please grant me this pleasure, that pleasure, etc. Nimi Chakravarti did not ask for any such benefits. He never wanted any pleasures. He said to the gods, Sir, by the grace of God Almighty, I was useful to the people all through my life. Now that I am dying, after death also I want to be useful to the people. People should be benefited by me. After my death also I should continue to be useful to the society. And then Nimi Chakravarti said, to be useful to society after their request is not very good. Without their asking me for food, I must be in a position to give them food. Without their asking me for water, I must be in a position to provide water. Without asking me for a protection, I should be in a position to offer them protection. I have one simple idea, sir. Sarvendriyanam nayanam pradhanam. Among all the parts of the body, eyes are very, very necessary. And the eye deserves to be protected in the storm, in the dust, in cyclones. The eyes must be protected. Very quickly a sand particle may fall in the eye and damage the eye or retina. I must be permitted to save the eye, protect the eye without the man requesting for me. Then the gods said, thank you, my dear Nimi Chakravarti. We give you the great boon that you will be present on the eyelids of all the people. Whenever there is a danger, even before the victim begs you, requests you for protection, even before the hand is given the direction to close the eyelid, you will be sitting on the eyelids and closing the eye to save it from the dust or sand particles. Because that Nimi Chakravarti is present on the eyelids of all the people, protecting the precious eye, we have a Nimisha. The fraction of a second. In a fraction of a second, the eye can be damaged by the sand particles. Even before the mind responds, the Nimi Chakravarti sits and closes the eye so that the eye is safe. That is dutifulness. That is the quality of a king. A good teacher will not wait for the students to raise the questions or doubts. He will anticipate the doubt. He will anticipate the questions for clarity. Even before the students ask, the teacher answers the questions in anticipation. Mother does not wait for the child to cry. Even before the child cries for food, mother feeds the baby. Mother-like, teacher-like is a master. If not for the welfare of the employees, what for is the head of the institution? If not for the welfare of the students, what for is the teacher? If not for the children, what for is the mother? If not for the welfare of the people, what for is the king? The first and foremost work of a master is to remain useful. And to be useful is to be dutiful. Dasharatha is ever useful, is ever loving, is ever dutiful. We all know the story of Dasharatha Maharaj. He has 3 queens. Dasharatha Maharaj has chosen to celebrate the Pattabhisheka of his son Sri Ramachandra Murthy. Why? Sri Rama is more loving to the society. He will be much more dutiful. The kingdom should be handed over to a person who loves the people. And Sri Rama is the best person who inherits the father's quality. Therefore, Sri Ram is chosen. We know the story. Kaikeyi interfered. Her mind was poisoned by Mandara. The day was fast approaching for coronation of Sri Ramachandra Prabhu. Now, Kaikeyi puts forth the play. My dear husband, once upon a time you made a promise that you would fulfill two of my desires. You would grant me two boons. Now it is time for me to ask for those two boons. Number one, instead of Sri Ram, Bharata should be coronated. Bharata should become your successor. He should be the king of Ayodhya. That is number one. Number two is, Sri Ramachandra Prabhu should not be here in the palace. He should not be here in Ayodhya. He should be away from our kingdom, in the innermost recesses of the jungles, in the woods, in the forests, far away from Ayodhya. He should live for full 14 years. Dasharatha was shocked. The very choice of Sri Ramachandra Murthy was not a selfish desire of Dasharatha. He wanted Ram to be at the service of the people. He thought Rama would be very, very sincere and dutiful. Therefore, he had chosen. There was no egoism. There was no selfishness. It was the right selection for the benefit of the society. I should give food. If I am unable to give food, I should select a person who would be in a position to give food. If you go to a library, if you ask for a particular book, if the librarian is unable to provide that book, he must be in a position to tell you where that book would be available. I may not be in a position to answer your questions. I must show the person who will be in a better position to answer. That is service. That is dutifulness. If a wayfarer asks for a house or the address, when I am unable to give, I must show a person who would be in a position to be helpful. That is real service. Dasharatha Maharaj had chosen Sri Ramachandra Prabhu to be a better king, to be a more loving king, to be a more dutiful king. Now his plan is spoiled. Kaikeyi has interfered. Dasharatha Maharaj is willing to grant the first boon. Let Bharata become the king. Very good. But why should Ram go away? What is it we gain in the absence of Sri Ramachandra Prabhu? Now, the critical situation. He should be a man of word. He should grant the boons to Kaikeyi. His plans of giving the kingdom to Ramachandra Prabhu are foiled. Above all, his life is in danger. That is the point here. The curse of the old blind parents now is remembered by Dasharatha. Those old blind rishis, parents, once upon a time they cursed Dasharatha. King Dasharatha, you will also die when your children are not by your side. Now, Bharata and Shatrughna are not in the capital. They are away. in KK Desha with the father of Kaikeyi, it would take a long time for them to travel all the distance and come back to Ayodhya. They both are not present. Rama was ready to go to the forest along with Ramachandra Prabhu. Lakshmana was ready to go. Sita wanted to accompany. If Ram goes, if Lakshmana also goes, Dasharatha will be alone without children. Bharat and Shatrughan will take a long time to return to Ayodhya. Ram and Lakshman are going to the forest. The total number of children is only 4. Ram Lakshman will be away in the forest. They will not be in Ayodhya. Bharat and Shatrughan are not present in Ayodhya. It will take a long time for them to come back to Ayodhya. In the absence of the 4 children, Ram, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughan, he is likely to die. Why? There was the curse on his head. Once upon a time, listening to the sound produced when the water was being collected into the pot, Dasharatha released the shaft and the boy who was collecting the water was killed. His parents cursed Dasharatha. Now it is coming. Now normally in any society, when my life is in danger, when I am in difficulty, the first attempt would be to save my skin. Now, all over the world, we find people trying to save their skin, escapist tendency. Dasharatha Maharaj, if he was interested in saving his skin, he would have told Ram, my dear Ram, please wait. If you are going away, if Lakshmana is also going away, what interest do I have in the kingdom? If my desire is not fulfilled in making you the king of Ayodhya, what is the purpose of my staying? And in the heart of hearts, Dasharatha knows that he is going to die. The best way to save himself, survive, live, was to be with the children. Then he could have told Ram, Rama, you are going to the forest. Lakshmana, you are also going with him. Good. I don't want to stop you. Let Kaikeyi's desire be fulfilled. Let my word of truth be fulfilled. I don't want to stop you. But I am also coming. Dasharatha could have said, Rama, just wait for a minute or two. Nobody can ask me to stay here. In the absence of Ramachandra Prabhu, what business do I have? I love you. And in your absence, I have no purpose. I don't have any desire to live. In the heart of hearts, Dasharatha knows he is going to die because there is a curse. He could have easily told Ram and he could have easily gone. Sumantra, wait. Minister is Sumantra. He is taking Ram, Lakshmana, Sita to the forest. Just wait. I shall also come within a minute. Had he said so, had he followed Ram, Dasharatha would have lived. He would have been in safety. But Dasharatha said, no. I am not coming with you. I am not interested in living a life of no use. Till my last breath, I must be useful to the society. I must be dutiful. If a person is transferred, we stop doing the work. If a person is to go home at 5 o'clock, we are ready to quit the office even before that. We are anxious to be away from the dutifulness. What a fall, my countrymen. Dasharatha was a 100% dutiful. I shall die in harness. I shall die when I am dutiful. Till the last breath I shall live for my people. I cannot afford to run away from a responsibility. I cannot be an escapist. I cannot save my skin. No doubt the curse is happening. 4 children are not going to be by my side. In their absence, I know I am going to die. Let me die as a servant of my people, as a king of my people. As a dutiful king, I would like to die. Not as an escapist. Anyhow, someday I have to die. Instead of dying sometime later, let me die today as a dutiful king. And that is the dutifulness of Dasharatha Maharaj. Not for nothing Vishnu had chosen Dasharatha to be his father. Dasharatha was dutiful, truthful, dharmic, even when he knew that he was going to die in the absence of the children. He tried to remain as a dutiful king serving his people. Therefore, he is the worthy father of an Avatara Murti. Hats off to Dasharatha Maharaj. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.
Thank you for the patient watching. We will meet you soon tomorrow.